Hey guys, how's it going? I'm Soul Survivor 610 coming back at you with another video. Today we are going to be doing a review of the Nike Air Fear of God 1 sale. Alright guys, so if you follow me on Instagram, if you've been following my YouTube channel, you know that I love Fear of God. I love everything that Jerry Lorenzo touches. All of his clothes, all of his shoes, doesn't matter. He does not miss with Nike. Jerry Lorenzo does not miss. That being said, I have to show the pair that kind of started it off for me when it came to Jerry Lorenzo and his style of doing things, and that would be the Air Fear of God 1 in the sale colorway. So the backstory behind this shoe, I went to SneakerCon in DC a year ago, maybe two, I can't remember, whenever those shoes came out, and it was like my goal to get those shoes there. You know, like I was going there with a goal in mind that I was gonna walk home with those shoes. I asked every single person I saw who had them what the size was, what the cheapest pair was, and the cheapest pair that I could find that I thought was my size was $500. So I spent $500 and I got a size 11. I have since found out that they fit huge, and that a size like 10 fits me way, way better. But I will keep this pair probably forever because I've already worn it like once or twice and I just don't really feel like selling it. We'll start with the box and then we'll move on to the shoes. Starting with the box, it's just your typical Fear of God, just enormous orange box. It says Fear of God in the middle, really small if you can see it. There's not really anything special to it. Size 11, like I said, definitely go like a whole size smaller in those. Like, that's a hard shoe to pull off already. They already look like astronaut boots, but if you get a pair that's like too big for you, it's gonna look like clown shoes. This is gonna look terrible. I love opening this box up every time. It just feels so weird. I already took the shoes out. I'm just showing you guys the contents of the box. So you get this black Air Fear of God like duffel or whatever. I guess you carry your shoes in there, I don't know. In here, I actually have not opened this set. I believe that this is like extra lace locks and an extra set of laces. You know, I'll probably just leave it in there. And then lastly, that's the Nike receipt order, and then you got your orange tissue paper. So not really anything crazy at all with the box. All right guys, let's move on to the shoes. Every time I look at these shoes, like I just think of the confliction that's with these. I mean, this is the epitome of like new style shoes. Like, I know so many people that have been in the game for a while, and even people that are just joining the game now that just absolutely hate these shoes. They think they're the most ridiculous looking things ever, and they do look pretty ridiculous. It's definitely a bold move on Jerry Lorenzo's part, but I think that he definitely pulled it off. Like, these shoes are crazy. I actually prefer the black colorway more. I prefer, I think, the string colorway the most, but you can't really go wrong with all white, especially on these. We'll start with the bottom of the shoe and then we'll kind of like work our way up, and I'll give you guys a review and my opinions. Starting on the bottom of the shoe, it's really, really simple. It's just one giant piece of outsole kind of all glued together. You just have a bunch of spiraling circles going all throughout the shoe, and then you have like your really clear pocket of air. I think it's like 180. I honestly don't know how the numbers work. I think it's like a 180 pocket of air, but it is this bright, clear, icy blue. And if you know me, you know that I hate icy blue soles. I prefer clear, but I make an exception in this case. The icy blue is just hitting with this all white colorway. The outsole really goes pretty high up into the midsole. It wraps around all the way onto the back. You can see you have Fear of God right there in the back in the rubber. Going up even more, we'll look at the mud guard. The mud guard is like, it's actually 3M. It's bright 3M, so when you take pictures with the flash on, you can barely see these shoes. It's an odd touch. The material is weird because that's the only spot of it on the shoe, is right there at the very tip where your toes are. And then even weirder yet, when you move back a little bit, I don't know what that material is. That takes up pretty much the entire front of the shoe. I think it's like nubuck. I'm really bad with my material, so if you know, please leave a comment and let me know. But as you guys can see, when I move my finger like back and forth, it kind of like moves around like it's tumbled leather, but it's not tumbled leather. I really don't know how to describe it. Not really the biggest fan of it because it just picks up dust. I haven't even really worn these a lot, and I feel like it looks so much darker than when I originally got the shoe. That's just kind of what you get with Nike and their quality. Moving on, you have your all white plastic cage that kind of just holds the shoe together. That's where the laces go through. That looks so sick to me. That's one of the selling points of the shoe. Like the two main selling points of the shoe to me is just, I love high top, and I think that this is a really extra pair of high tops. And then I love the fact that like that plastic cage is just melded together with that really thick rubber outsole. But the quality of the plastic isn't that bad. A really big problem I see with Fear of Gods is that when you tie your laces too tightly, you actually break through the plastic. It hasn't happened with me, but I've seen it a lot, so I guess just be careful wearing these. The one thing that sucks, again, with these, I feel like I'm just saying a bunch of bad things now. It's not a bad show, but again, another thing that kind of sucks with these is the glue stains, and you kind of see that with all Fear of God ones. There's guaranteed to be some glue stains in some places. As you can see, it's not really that bad, but it's just kind of annoying. You would think if you're paying $350 in retail for a shoe, they would kind of just put a little bit more effort into that, but we shouldn't expect that much from Nike. Lastly, we'll just talk about the upper of the shoe, the sock part. It's this thick mesh material. It's multi-layered, so it's not just mesh. Like on the inside, you have this really cushy material. It's really soft, but the outside is this kind of rough white mesh. I'm not really a big fan of it because, again, I feel like it just picks up dirt like crazy. So I try and not really wear these around like that, but it is clean. You also have your white pull tab right here. I think that's a really cool touch. And then you have your little heel tab in the back that says Air Fear of God on the inside. That material is kind of like a really thick leather. It's really nice. It keeps your foot in. That's the one thing. I always leave these shoes unzipped. It is so hard to get your foot in, but once it's in, it is not coming out. So that's kind of a, I guess, a pro with this shoe. But like just zipping it up is kind of difficult. It's so sticky, and then it's next to impossible to unzip it on the way down. As you can see, I'm kind of just trying to work it, and it's like this for both shoes too. And then the thing that sucks with that is like you get like kind of dirt stains right there where your fingers are because you're like just pressing in dirt. And I just washed my hands before this video too. It's just an accumulation of all the times that I've had to zip these up and unzip them. With all my complaints in mind, the shoe game is what it is. People are gonna pay ridiculous prices for shoes. And no matter what, it's gonna be impossible to find a shoe that has really, really good quality. So just get what you like. I love these shoes. I do wish I got them a size smaller, but it is what it is. All right guys, so now that I gave you a quick review of the shoe, I'm gonna give you guys an on-foot look at these. They might look a little big. Like I said, they are a full size big on me, so don't judge. So that is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please leave a like, leave a comment. Every little thing you guys do helps the channel. I'll hopefully have some more videos out for you guys soon. And as always, thank you guys for watching.